Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint Germain family to Joao Neves Transfer Explained. And in today's video, we'll be discussing Joao Neves, how he could potentially fit in at Paris Saint Germain, how good he is as a profile compared to our current players, and obviously taking a look at the reports and the probability of the Portuguese joining Paris Saint Germain. Joao Neves is born in 2004. He's 19 years of age and has had 3 goals and 1 assist in 50 games. But obviously, he's a deep playing number 6, so he's not going to have a lot of goals and assists. Take a look at his heat map. You can see he controls and dominates. He pretty much plays as a 6-8, a hybrid between them, just dominating and controlling that midfield for Benfica this season. He can obviously, as I said, play as a 6, so you have Warren on the right, Vitinha up top as an offensive 8, and Neves sitting back as the 6. But Neves could potentially also play in the Warren role with Vitinha dropping as a 6 and Fabian in the offensive 8, for example. If you take a look at his FBRF stat, we can see here 98th percentile in passes attempted. He's a great passer, great with the ball. 94th percentile when it comes to successful take-ons, good pass completion, and also a lot of great defensive stats. If you take a look at his data mob stats here, we can see progressive passes, really good duels percentage, defensive actions. Carrying could have been a bit better. Forward passes percentage, and obviously he's not going to have a lot of high key passes because he's sitting so down low. If we compare it to Vitinha, obviously Vitinha has played both as an offensive 8 and a number 6 this season, so it's not entirely the same. But what we can see is Vitinha is a better playmaker and a better carrier. Joao Neves, better defender. If we compare Joao Neves to our other 3 midfielders who pretty much playing the 6-8 role, we have Manuel Ugarte, Warren Zaire Emery, and Vitor Ferreira, and we can see that Vitinha, obviously, he's number 1 in most categories. Ugarte is pretty much lost in every single category apart from the defensive ones like interceptions, tackles, recoveries. Warren has a little bit of blend of everything. He's the best at progressive carries, but everything else a bit midi. Whilst Joao Neves, as you can see, he's pretty much 2nd place in every single stats category and 1st when it comes to touches, which just shows how complete of a player Joao Neves is. He's like a mixture of all of these 3 midfielders that I've shown. He's a mixture of Warren, Ugarte, and Vitinha all combined, which makes him such a huge and big talent. But let's take a look at the reports. PSG has indeed been following Joao Neves for a while now, and Luis Campos really appreciates. It's going to be very hard to recruit, and Paris is going to pull out all the stops. Already last year, I told you that Paris was interested during this last summer transfer window, but was still much too early, and Benfica didn't want to sell him, which is still the case this year. But a very big offer could change their mind. Many clubs are already on it: Chelsea, Barca, and Dortmund. Maybe Paris will blow up the 120 million release clause. Joao Neves is a profile loved by Luis Enrique. Luis Campos and Jorge Mendes are still discussing transfer window planning. The super agent is not against the arrival of the Portuguese midfield at PSG, but will have to downside afterwards. PSG is looking for number 6 this summer, which is small and capable of distributing the game. Vitinha would then move up the pitch in midfield like a number 8 if the club signs that profile of a number 6. I know someone who will fit in that bill perfectly. And obviously, Joao Neves, Luis Enrique approves of him. Luis Campos wanted him even last summer. He obviously approves of him. His agent wants to put him here, but he knows maybe some players has to leave, such as Manuel Ugarte, for example. But apart from that, this signing looks really easy to happen for Paris Saint Germain. Joao Neves would love to join, and even some reports are indicating that Joao Neves has a really great friend relationship with Gonçalo Ramos Pistolero. Joao Neves would obviously cost around 120 million euros, which is his current release clause at SL Benfica. They do not want to negotiate anything below that price tag. And that's why I'm giving this transfer a probability of 55%. I think we've done everything that's needed to be done apart from paying the release clause. That's the only thing. But with obviously those reports talking about Bruno Guimaraes and that PSG don't want to buy him just purely because of his expensive release clause, it could be a bit similar here with Joao Neves. But if we remember correct from last summer, we got Gonçalo with the loan, pretty much option / obligation to buy. Hopefully Benfica could do that, because then Joao Neves would 100% be a Paris Saint Germain player. We'll have to wait for more news and reports. I will obviously be updating you guys, so make sure to tune on notifications and subscribe to this channel for daily Paris Saint Germain content. But that's been it for Joao Neves to Paris Saint Germain Transfer Explained. And as usual, allez Paris.